Hi, a little video for my level 3 aromatherapy students. We're talking about making products and what's best to buy and let me clip my fringe back, what's best to buy and what's best to blend and what's best to make. So there's a couple of things that you can do. If you want to incorporate it into a massage, as we discussed when we were doing massage training, that it's about a 30 ml quantity for a full body massage. So that's 2 to 3 drops per 5 ml. So you're looking at around 12 to 15-ish drops for 30 ml. And that can be a combination of what you're choosing for your top, middle and bottom notes, and so it could be 7 of one, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 4 of other, 12, 13, sort of 2 or 3 of the other. We can give or take sort of between 12 and 15. That's like the 2 to 3% dilution. 2 to 2% dilution, which is the 2 to 3 drops per 5 ml. And that's also sort of bearing in mind you've checked your contraindications and such like. So yeah, because if you want to go over or under, there's a little bit of leeway there. So if you're making a massage blend, you're massaging into whatever carrier oil, sweet almond oil, apricot kernel oil, a little bit of avocado. So sometimes I would mix the carrier oils as well, sort of to make it a little rich and more luxurious. I might add 5 or 10 ml of avocado oil into the sweet almond or the apricot kernel oil of 20 ml. So yeah, you can mix that up, and then you put, so that's your base oil, and then you choose your essential oils to go in with it. Okay, and then to make products, you can make a variety of products, and really it's about mooching around online and seeing on Amazon different bottles. Sometimes I like the clear bottles. If I'm going to sometimes I put little crystals in the bottom. If I'm making like with fractionated coconut oil, which is a clear oil, and I want to put little flowers, or like you can put little rose petals in, or like those little tiny rose buds, or crystals, more so crystals, then that's nice. I like the green bottles. I think the green bottles are really lovely. See the light. I think they're really smart. You can get also the blue, the cobalt blue. So that if I'm making facial oils, I mix larger bottles of facial oil as well. So if I'm making a facial oil, these are 30 ml. I think those ones here, these are 15 ml. And then I started, because people were using it up too quickly, I started to make these amber glass bottles. Goes nice with my logo, but so does the green, looks nice with my logo as well, and the clear. But I like the amber, and that's a 30 ml bottle of facial oil. Still working 2 to 3 drops. I'm quite strict on the facial oil. It's more like the 1 to 2% dilution. But because I'm using rose, frankincense, ylang ylang, geraniums, those sort of things, they're okay. So I can afford again to sort of go play with about 15. Well, actually, so for 30 ml, it's 15 drops. So yeah. And then roller balls. Where's my other roller balls? Here. So there's, lots of people, it's really preference, and you want to read reviews to see what people are saying. But the amber roller balls are really pretty if it goes with your branding. I bought a little selection of these roller balls, and these are coloured. So one's pink, one's green, and one's blue. I thought these were quite sweet as well. So these are for my roller balls, and you can put, again, fractionated coconut oil or apricot kernel oil. And it comes with this little device that helps to take the roller off. So I avoid touching this too much. They're silver rollerballs. The device helps to take it off, keep it all sort of nice and clean on a piece of couch roll, make my little blend in a separate container. I'll show you those separate containers in a second, and then pour it in. Let me go and get those little containers. This is just a tip that I think I've showed you this already, and then that's a fractionated coconut oil. When I buy large quantity of oils, I like to decant them into my lovely little bottles, of which I've got loads over there. I'm not going to show you, but I've got loads of different oils, like my, I'm going to show you. Just as an example, that one's, so I buy big bottles, and then that's jojoba, and that's a jojoba, apricot kernel oil, and avocado oil mix. Have I got my avocado oil there? Yeah, this is avocado. I mean, this is beautiful. This is avocado. Yeah, this is avocado oil. So I buy them from Amazon and from the Nicents. They come in plastic, so I get them out of the plastic straight away, and I put them into these glass bottles. Again, these are bought from Amazon, so I like those little carrier oils. Okay, so there's, I haven't got any of the amber ones in there. No, these are all see-through. Okay, so if you go to Amazon and look at the quality and look at the reviews of the quality, that's really, unless I was to sort of go through and send you the links, which I'm quite happy to do so, I just go through and I see what people are saying, and I've never had any problems with these. So yeah, they're the roller balls. I also bought some little roller balls just to make little, like for my boys, I make them little spot blends, if you like. So that's a pink one, and these are 5 ml. So they're 10 ml. They're 10 ml. Yeah, they're 10 ml. Yeah, so you're looking at two sort of, five or so drops in here. And here, because it's 5 ml, it's 2 to 3 drops. So because I was making a tea tree and lavender, I made it a little more concentrated, because you can put tea tree and lav neat on the skin for spots. So I made it a little more concentrated because it was more of a sort of therapeutic blend. If I'm making something, and like if I was making a hormonal, like for menstruation, for painful periods or cramps, it's nice to go in a pink, and with geranium, rose, clary sage. And yeah, you again 2 to 3 for these therapeutic blends, 2 to 3 drops per 5 ml. So yeah, that's 6 or 7 drops, something like that is absolutely fine. So there's a little green one, there's a little pink one, and there is also a purple one. And these have little roller balls. They're really cute and they're nice. And then these little stickers that I got from Moo, they were £10 for a quantity. So you can find your design and then just upload your design onto Moo, and also Vistaprint do labels as well, pretty straightforward. Okay, so when I do my Aroma Reflex, we're going to be doing balms, and so often I make balms. I can make up my own beeswax, shea butter, apricot kernel oil, and make up my own beeswax, and make up a quantity. You can get these recipes online. Just put in how to make body butter or body balms, beeswax body butters and body balms, and you can get the recipes really easy online. And then I make small batches, because I'm not sort of doing a big sell. I make small batches, and then I kind of measure. I use a stainless steel measuring jug in the kitchen when I'm making it over a bain-marie, and then I pour a smaller quantity into the jars and mix essential oils into the jars. I've got this glass rod that I mix it all up with, but I can talk you through that when we do our level 3. I can tell you how to make the essential oil balms, but rather than making in the pot with like hundreds of drops of essential oils, unless I was making a big quantity, I sort of take the base and put it in the smaller jars and then mix in the smaller jars. Here, for example, I think these are 200 to 250 ml. So here again, I would make that the base in the bain-marie. That's like a lime, lemongrass, ginger, a little black pepper. And so I would put the drops in here, and then I feel a bit more in control of it, and then mix it up with my glass rod. I've got my essential oils right here actually, because I was writing my course and testing my blends. Here it is. This little glass rod's quite handy as well. So I'd mix it all up in there. Good. Or for the Aroma Reflex, I've bought from Songbird. They've got Bee Balm. It's called Bee Balm. It's on Amazon. It's a beautiful base wax. It's already pre-bought, pre-made and pre-bought. You can make your own. It's lovely to make your own. It's really fun, and I do love making my own. But this is a pre-bought base balm. Doesn't really smell of anything. It's quite what should we say, like oily. So it's not solid. It already moves quite quickly. It's not vegan because it's got beeswax and propolis. I was sourcing, I haven't got it on the top of my head, but there was 2 products I found with calendula oil as an alternative vegan product to make your base balms. So then for that, I've got these tins. These are empty tins where if I'm going to make a balm, I can either use my own homemade balms, and you can make these into tiny, small lip balms. You can make a little lip balm into little tins. These are 30 ml and 60 mils. And we're going to be making foot balms and chakra balms. So we would, with the base, it's really easy. It's like using a base oil. You would literally decant out of this into a separate ceramic dish. I might make a little ceramic pot, use a little ceramic pot, mix my 2 to 3 drops per 5 ml, and I'd mix it up in my little ceramic dish and then put it into the tin and smooth it round, and then you're good to go. It's really important to mark up your tins, so you need to buy some stickers as well, some little stickers. I mean, here I've got these clear stickers just because I like the clear stickers on those bottles, but you can buy little white circular or white clear, and then you can write onto them. Or these prints are really for my merch. But if I was selling this, I put on a little brown tag where I would write on all the essential oils. So you have to state what you're giving away and what you've made. So that's it. So there's facial oils, there's body butters and lip balms, foot balms. The other thing that I teach often when we do a workshop is that, let me see if I've got them here. Is if I'm just see if I've got them right here. Oh yes, I have. Good. So yes, here's some of the amber. They're 15 ml. Those they're little 15 mils. They're nice if you do a massage for your clients. and you've got some oil left over, you can put the leftover oil or blend more and give them as a little takeaway. I think that's really sweet. So you can make lip balms in tins. You can get, these are 30ml, you can get half of that again, like a 15ml tin. Or you can buy these empty lip balm containers. And when you make your base in your Bain Marie, you then use a syringe. These are just plastic surgical syringe, not surgical syringes. I mean, I think they're for baby medicine, and they also give them away for vets for dog medicine. So they're just plastic syringes where you would use that to take out the base, open up your lip balm and just squirt it in, and then you can place that on and let it stand and set, and you can put again like a little sticker on it to say what you're making. So they are really sweet. I'll show. Here's one I made earlier. Here's one I made earlier. And so these are the see-through. I mean, these are sort of see-through, but you can buy them coloured or matte, you know, brown, black, whatever, coloured. I think that's it. So yeah, what else could you make? You can make bath salts. So you can mix up with Epsom salts or Himalayan salts for the bath, with some lovely dried petals or herbs or chamomile flowers or lavender flowers from your garden, or rosemary sprigs, and you can mix those up with some essential oils. So you can mix them with the tiniest amount of fractionated coconut oil, your essential oils. It depends what quantity you're making, but again, stick round the two drops per 5ml of the quantity salts you're making in the jar that you're making, and then mix those up. I've got those upstairs in the in the bathroom from a session, but you can see, I mean, I've got some wide eye salts, but yeah, you can and there's so many things that you can do. Can I open this? Yeah, I mean, there's a slightly, oh my goodness, oh, I can't open this, it's sealed. Oh no, there we go. They've got granular salts. They smell amazing. There's a super infused, really good. They're beautiful. But you can make it, like I say, with Epsom salts and Himalayan salts. And then there's face masks. You can buy a face mask and add essential oils to it. You can also add to cream. So if you're making a therapeutic cream, you can work with an aqueous cream like E45. That works well. Excuse me, E45 as a base cream, same blending quantities work well. So you can make a lotion, or you can make a therapeutic cream if an oil isn't appropriate, or like a body lotion, like a really nice moisturizer. You can buy bases of bubble baths and shower gels and do the same thing. Yeah. So any products, the other thing I've got here is a selection of books. You know, these books that I showed you, that I have shared with you, but, you know, things like this, like the Neal's Yard Beauty book, and other recipe books, the Valerie Warwood and Patricia Davis and all those, you know, but this is brilliant. This is, you know, talks about a whole range of skincare for the face and the body, and how to make different infusions, and how to make bath bombs and body scrubs. Body scrubs are nice. That's a little bit again like what we was talking about there with the salts, with the herbs in it. And you just, what's really nice is to buy really beautiful containers, and the jars that make it all the better and all the more special. You can make soaps. You can actually make natural soaps, natural bar soaps. They're very nice. I've done that before. It was lovely, actually. Really, really lovely. Really enjoyed that, actually. There's a lip balm in a tin, just as described. There's not, you can see sometimes they make them with you know, different things, beeswax, but if you're vegan, you can make them with coconut oil and shea butter and calendula oil. Calendula balm is a good alternative, also with aloe. And yeah, so there's lots and lots to consider. I hope that helps, and I hope that answers your questions. I shall continue to answer your questions, but hopefully that puts everything in one place. Let me just have a quick think in case, before I go, of anything that I might have missed. You can make these like room diffusers, like aroma sticks, and you can buy, like, I think you can buy them as kits now, like either in a water or an oil, these bottles of fragrances. And you can either use twigs, I think, like from the forest, or you can buy specific twigs and sticks that absorb the aromatic fragrance, and you can put those in bathrooms. I'm sure you've seen those. I've never made one of those myself, but I've seen plenty of them. And you can make them there, they can be really natural, which is nice rather than synthetic. I love sort of adding, it's like dried flowers and dried herbs, and these little roses and things to stuff, to garnish, or to, and these, what I'm talking about, like little tags with your information on it, is really sweet. But I love these. They're beautiful, aren't they? No, they don't smell anymore. I think that's it. There's a whole world of flower remedies coming up as well. I love essential oils. I love essential oils because they're so sacred, and so they have their own spirit and they have their own wisdom. And I love working with them in products as well, so that you can make lovely oils for yourself to nourish yourself and your friends. You can make your own little oils to just use as a fragrance, or to like a little bit of anointing just around the neck, a little bit on the third eye and the wrists. That's a really nice practice. So I hope that answers your question. Before I go, case studies. So yeah, you need to write up your case studies in that you do a consultation form, and you will do a consultation form and look for any contraindications, but also look what you're blending for and what's presenting, and whether you're going to blend for something that's acute or whether you're going to blend for something chronic. Look at the top, middle and bottoms. Happy to have 3 or 4 oils in your blend. Make sure your blending quantity is stated, number of drops in your base, reasons why you've chosen your base and reasons why you've chosen your oils, and the number of drops. So all of that needs to be explained. If you're going to do a second follow-on, you don't need to do the consultation. You just need to do a follow-on. And what I'd really like to hear is how the blend previously was received, and any information, any follow-up information. And then you can say why you're blending and what you're blending for this time. It'd be good if you can do another blend rather than, I mean, some people go, I love what you did last time. That's why we keep notes, because somebody might have an amazing result from a massage that you did with musculoskeletal oil selection. They come back in 6 months time and go, that was awesome, that was really great, can you do that again, or make that blend up for me? So always keep your notes, always write up your notes, keep the drop amounts. But if for your case studies, you do another blend, and there's always something different to look at, and there's always another angle to look at. So any further questions, please get in touch. If you're watching this and you're interested in doing the level 3 aromatherapy at the School of Fine Tuning, please get in touch. We're doing a lot of the theory remotely before you come, and we'll do some classroom work as well. But this at the moment, this course is entirely online. Oops. I hope that didn't interfere. That was my low battery. So yeah, I hope that answers your questions. If you do have any questions about coming along to study, please get in touch. I'd be really delighted to answer your questions. And I look forward to seeing you at the school when we open, hopefully in July. If not, I'll see you on Zoom, where we're having a great time anyway. So lots of love. Bye.